Okay, you need to know how to use LDRs and thermistors and other sensors. So that's what we're going to look at now. A typical circuit, this is a series circuit. What you need to know, and you should have learned this from a previous video, is that the voltage supply, the 6 volts at the top there from the battery, must be dropped around the circuit. So in this case, 4 volts is dropped at the first resistor and 2 volts at the second resistor. This is an indication basically that it's harder to get through the first resistor with 4 volts than it is for the second one with 2 volts. Now, with thermistors and LDRs, we replace one of those resistors with a thermistor. In this case, actually, we're replacing it with an LDR, a light-dependent resistor. And when it's dark, the LDR has a high resistance. So this time you can see that it picks up 6 volts from the battery, 2 volts are being dropped around the permanent resistor on the left-hand side, and on the LDR, 4 volts are being dropped. Now, if we suddenly start shining light on this, then the resistance of the LDR decreases. It gets a lot easier for the electricity to get through it. So only 1 volt is dropped across the LDR, so therefore 5 volts must be dropped across the other resistor in order to make sure that 6 volts are dropped altogether. And that's how LDRs work. They just simply automatically monitor the resistance and give out different voltages. You could replace those with a thermistor, in which case it would automatically measure the temperature. Now, the use of these is that basically they can automatically turn on other machines. If it got too light, for example, it could detect a system where it could turn a light off or perhaps put blinds up. If it was getting too hot, you could actually have a switch that comes on automatically when it gets too hot. So this is what you use these potential dividers for. An LDR has less resistance as the light level increases, so as light level goes up, resistance goes down. Thermistors are the same. As temperature goes up, resistance goes down. They both follow the same rule. And of course, the thermistor losing resistance as it gets hotter is the exact opposite of other components. Other components, when it gets hotter, the resistance increases. Thermistors do the exact opposite. And that is how LDRs and thermistors work. They're used in combination with another resistor to automatically change voltages depending on their temperature or the light level.